What is going on, y'all? Travis here, back with more 911 Season 2, Episode 7. Let's go.
If there's one hard thing you learn in this job, it's that one way or the other, this day or the next, eventually, everything dies.
Oh, geez.
For most people, the only thing worse than losing someone you love is knowing that one day you will.
I want you to know I've decided to sell the house. I know how much it meant to you guys. It did to me too. Please don't be mad.
What the hell's going on in the background over there? A zombie? We have zombies on 911? What the hell?
So we have one guy still missing.
Yes, Licio and Stavros were preparing Mrs. Mandachek's final resting place, and they just got sucked in.
Sir, can you tell me what happened down there?
Me and Stavros were digging a plot. When we got pulled in, the grave was digging itself.
Sinkhole.
Oh,
The
not a
place shifted
zombie.
everything around down there.
Like, what
Well,
the hell
basically
is
walking around on
happening out
eggshells
here?
and bubble wrap.
How long ago did this happen?
Half an hour, maybe.
Let's move it, guys.
I don't want you to fall in there and drag 10 tons of
shit.
loose soil on top of yourself and our friend down there.
Breathing dirt for a half hour, Cap. What are you thinking?
Eggshells and bubble wrap.
Air pockets.
And we just have to find out where they are.
Whoa, those aren't.
Coffins and corpses, so the air pockets are. Oh, hello, Stavros. All right, shovels and buckets.
God, imagine being stuck down there. That's terrifying.
Okay, that can't be good.
Keys for this thing.
Should still be in it.
We're gonna get this man out of here one damn way or another.
Hey.
We're out.
I got it. Okay, easy. Easy, you're okay. Take it slow.
Relax. We got you.
Literally pulled a man from a grave.
We did. I understand.
God,
Who understands?
Buck is so damn attractive. Ugh. Look at him. I'd buy it. Jeez. I'd buy a fireman calendar with him in it. Just him, though.
Hey, what's going on?
It's about your father.
What are you talking about? I haven't spoken to my father since I was like 9.
He's in the ICU.
He's here?
He was brought in yesterday, unconscious. They've been trying to get in touch with us ever since.
Wow.
How did they know to look for me?
He had your name and our address in his wallet.
Your father suffered an intracerebral hemorrhage.
What's the prognosis here?
But we're seeing severe widespread damage.
Damn.
These machines are the only thing keeping him alive. And you want to know whether or not to withdraw life support.
Without an advance directive, our protocol is to treat, to keep him alive until we can contact the next of kin.
And that's me.
Oh, God.
911, what is your emergency?
I hope to never have to make that call on anyone.
I can hear you, sir.
I was on the side of Mount Trail, I think. Oh, God. I broke my leg for sure.
I can barely hear you, sir. Can you tell me precisely where on the trail?
Please, God, help me, please.
Hello?
I don't know this man. How am I supposed to make a life and death decision for a total stranger?
You make life or death decisions for total strangers every single day. How is this any different? Is there really even a decision that needs to be made here? I mean, that prognosis, people don't generally recover from something like that.
People don't generally survive rebar through their brain either, but then they surprise you.
Right.
Touche.
The old trail should be right up there. Park warden said they closed it down a few years back.
They haven't been able to ping the phone?
No contact since the call was dropped.
Ooh, pretty.
I guess this is where he went over.
Oh, jeez.
Everybody gear up. Hand Chimney, get the winch and the guidelines. I'm in a radio aerial recon.
Look at that view.
This is Captain Bobby Nash, T118.
Copy that, T118.
All right, big jump, Eddie. Come on.
Jeez.
You guys see anything down there?
It's $1 million view. Cat, found something.
Our hiker?
It's human remains, Cap. Skeletal remains.
All right, we'll flag it, but don't disturb it. We'll call it in.
Unless.
What, do you think a ghost called 911?
I'm just saying.
Oh.
Okay, so no ghost.
What's going on down there, guys?
I think we heard something, Cap. Easy, buddy, we're here. Hey, Cap, we got a live one. Can you tell me your name? Ian, okay. We're gonna get you out of here, okay? My leg is broken.
All right, guys, we're
Yeah,
gonna send a
very
basket down to
broken.
How'd you find me?
You weren't on long enough for them to ping your phone.
On with who?
With 911.
I dropped my phone when I went over. I didn't call 911.
Did someone push him?
You guys still decorating those pumpkins? Oh, and why so many ghosts?
For Buck.
Bobby says he thinks a ghost called 911.
Well, Buck certainly thinks so.
Charmy Sheridan's family used to live in this apartment where this little old lady died, and he said the lights used to flicker when they used the tea kettle.
Well, didn't that building get red-attacked after the earthquake? Sounds more like faulty wiring than signals from the other side.
Over 100 billion people have lived on this planet. Pretty sure a little old lady has died everywhere.
Enough of that. Your dad's coming to pick you up soon.
How many pumpkins they got there? Damn.
A ghost called 911.
The hiker fell off a cliff. I sent Buck and Eddie down to look for him, and they found bones. We also found the hiker alive, but he dropped his phone when he went over the edge. Now Buck is convinced that it was our skeletal friend who made the call. I think people like to go hiking on that trail even though they know they're not supposed to. Somebody saw him go over and picked up his phone, used it to make the call.
What do you know about the bones?
Well, not much. He'd been out there for a while. Yeah, there was this wedding band. Based on the ring size, Eddie figured it must have been male.
Vista Point, Palos Verdes, right?
Yeah, this isn't your beat.
I'm a field sergeant. I go where I want. I hear you guys caught a real cold case today.
Our grounds include 2 outdoor play areas, music, full range of academic
Come on,
offerings,
Eddie,
as
looking
well
like
as
a stud in his
behavioral and
suit.
cognitive programs.
Look, programs sound good, but Christopher's happiness is what's important to me. I want him to feel normal. I like some special needs charity case.
They learn as much from each other as they do from us.
I think Christopher would be well cared for.
Okay, let's do it.
The only thing left will be the family interview. We have your information. All we need now is to meet Mrs. Diaz. That won't be a problem, will it?
No, it's definitely a problem.
I'm sure if we explain the situation to Principal Summers, we can find a workaround. Do you have a copy of the custody agreement?
There isn't one.
What?
We're still married.
Oh, shit.
I don't understand why people would pay for this.
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm paying to
fun.
slap at you scream.
Chris? Tell me you see those.
Special effects are on point.
Oh, God.
I don't think those are special effects.
That is terrifying.
Do we know if anybody was bitten?
Listen, something like 10% of bats are rabies carriers.
I don't think. I mean, most of the injuries happened in the stampede out.
Anybody left inside?
A few stragglers, maybe. But we got casts in there still trapped in their rigs.
Head around back, see if you can figure out the power situation.
No, it's not a phobia. I mean, how does this happen?
These dumbasses built a haunted house beneath their natural habitat.
Good job, boys. Anybody back here?
Oh, thank God. My boyfriend. He ran face first into the wall. He hit his head pretty hard.
I'll say he did. Got him.
Oh, God.
Can you sit up?
All right. Sir, do you know what year it is?
2018.
Can you tell me who the president is?
Do I have to?
Damn. That's pretty funny.
Athena, what are you doing here?
I heard about your ghost call.
It seems like the hiker that they rescued is going to be okay.
I'm actually here about the one who wasn't so lucky.
I went back and did some digging. You're thinking, what, 6-7 years ago?
Skeleton had a cell, pay as you go. The number was reassigned 6 years ago. Thought that maybe that could narrow the search. Like that and this. Initials on the inside of a band. 6 letters of the alphabet, not much to go on.
Your cell phone lead might be. I've got one here. October 29, 2011.
I was hiking, fell off. Can you hear me? You're breaking up. What's your location?
No, that's not right. That sounds like my call from yesterday.
911, what is your emergency? I can hear you, sir. I'm here. Do you know where you fell?
There was a voice on the other end of the line.
So a ghost called 911?
I guess he got tired of
What
waiting.
the hell?
So it was a ghost.
Why are you whispering?
Yeah, the U-Tech guy says it was some kind of glitch in the system.
A bunch of the calls had weird static. A lot of these calls sound the same.
Tell yourself that if it makes you feel better. We both know a ghost called 911.
You know, I keep thinking about the wedding ring. Someone was just waiting for news.
A person is declared legally dead after they've been gone for 7 years.
God, that is so awful. Having to admit to the world that you've lost hope.
7 years is a long time. Probably lost hope way before that. No one can wait forever.
Yeah, hope is a tricky thing. Yeah, it keeps you going. At some point, if what you're hoping for is never gonna happen, then it's just holding you back from your life.
Yeah, but it's hard to know though, right? Hanging on too long or if you're giving up too soon.
I think you do know.
Abby's not coming back.
It just may take you some time to admit it to yourself.
I liked her. Why did she leave the show? She always leaves the good shows. Connie Britton.
Well, at least it's
Horror
neat.
Story. This show.
Doesn't look like there's a lot of money laying around for lawyers.
You can find forms online. Maybe that's what he did. I'll go check his desk.
How's it going over there?
Babe, come look at this.
What, you found a will?
That article the Times did on paramedics.
That awful photo of me.
I happen to love that photo of you.
The story is 3 years old. How long has my dad been back here?
Come on, Canadian tuxedo.
He's gotten so big. Has he asked about me?
Not in a while. He has a lot to keep him busy, though. New school, new city, new people.
Sure. He must have been shocked. I sure was when you called yesterday.
Shannon.
So, tell me about the school.
They want to meet you. Need to meet you. It's a requirement for admission.
Looks fancy. Not the kind of place I thought you'd be into.
Classes are smaller. 10 kids instead of 30. The art studio, you should have seen him.
Can I? I mean, this is a big step. Switching schools when he just got here. Maybe I could talk to him, make sure it's what he wants.
It might confuse him.
What's confusing? I'm his mom.
Who he hasn't seen in almost 2 years.
My mother was sick.
2 years.
You know why I had to go.
We were expecting you'd come back, and you didn't.
You could have come with me. You didn't want to leave Texas. At least not until it was something that was important to you.
I was trying to do what's best for Christopher.
Because Eddie always knows what's best for everyone.
What did you need that I didn't give you?
You! I needed a husband and a co-parent. And instead, all I got was a life alone in Texas with a baby and you on another continent. I needed someone to have my back.
I always had your back.
You were in Afghanistan.
Wow. There's a lot to unpack there.
Thanks again for coming by.
I can see why he doesn't
Sometimes I
want
like the times.
his son around her.
Not so much.
Are these the remains we found the other day?
I'm trying to ID them.
Don't detectives do that?
Drop all their hot cases where the victim just died and find out what happened to a pile of bones just laying out in the open. I'm not saying they don't care. They're just too busy.
So did you run a DNA test?
It's gonna take time. Dental records will probably come back first. Did I ever tell you about when I decided to become an officer of the law? I was 9 years old. Middle of the night, I wake up and I see my father getting dressed, grabbing a flashlight, his gun. I look out the window and I see the whole neighborhood out there. A little girl had gone missing. Someone had just snatched her right out of her bed.
Nightmare. They find her?
They found a barrette out in the woods, but that was it. She was just gone.
Damn.
My mother, she went over to the girl's parents' house, bringing food, that kind of thing. I almost never saw them except at church. That was the only time they went out. But I remember how much they would change. Just 1 week of not knowing where their baby was enough to age them. Just 6 months or so before they were totally broken. And I promised myself I was going to become a policewoman and find that little girl for those people, ease their pain.
Did you find her?
I did not.
Aww.
But somebody loved this man. You're thinking about your father?
He's the ghost that haunts my brain.
Any closer to figuring out what to do?
It shouldn't be such a struggle. I think a part of me is hoping that he'll wake up so that I can meet him finally.
Damn.
I never even let myself imagine who this man was. Just too much pain to make him real in my mind's eye, which means that I've never hated him enough to feel good about pulling the plug on him.
She is such a good actress. Damn, I felt that.
I'll be damned. Medical just got a hit.
You got a name?
Cal State Prison. Alex Armando Perez was just 22 years old. He'd only been out 6 months.
Wow.
Are you some kind of pirate?
Yes.
Snake Plissken, Escape from New York, Kurt Russell, John Carpenter's masterpiece.
I prefer Tango and Cash myself. You look cute, so I approve.
I love her.
Though I'm disappointed that costume didn't come with a smile.
I had a fight with Shannon, and I asked her to help with Christopher and the school. She asked to see Christopher first.
And you said no. If you want her back in your life, you're gonna have to ease her back into it.
Who said I want her back in my life?
So you decided to leave Texas, and you just so happen to choose a job working 30 minutes from where your ex lives. If she's gotten herself back together, you know what's best for your son, and that's for his mother to be back in his life.
Oh, she lives there?
Sooner than later.
What if she screws up again?
Both of you have grown up a lot over the years, and a boy needs his mama.
Daddy!
You know what? He's so cute, I could just rip you to shreds.
Stop it. I love him.
What's his name?
It's a city slicker, quarter horse.
Do you get to keep him?
He belongs to the police, but I get to take care of him, and I train him on how to be a good police horse. Would you like to feed him some apple?
shit. That was giving me anxiety. I knew something was about that.
There's a horse running and he looks really spooked.
We have an officer down requesting immediate assistance.
Easy, City.
He never gets spooked.
Aww.
There's too many things at once.
Should I radio for animal services?
Maybe the vet can fix it. Horses are very prone to infection.
How much does he weigh?
About 1,000 pounds.
We don't have enough barbiturates on the truck to get it done.
He would need a sedative first.
Get it done.
Are you sure you want to do this? We could try other things.
We both know they won't work. He's a good boy. Just don't want him to suffer anymore.
No. I hate it. 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 I hate it.
Sedative.
Thank you for keeping me company. When you wake up, you're gonna be in a field of sage and you can just run forever. You don't have to stand watching anymore.
No.
You don't have to be strong. You can just be free. Just be a horse again.
You want me to do it, Hen?
No, I got it.
Hen.
Oh man.
He's my friend. He's my friend.
I hate, oh my god, watching stuff with animals. It kills me, man.
Alana Perez, I'm Sergeant Grant. I'm here about Alex.
Oh man.
When?
We identified his remains yesterday, but it'd been a while. 7 years. I saw your missing persons report.
He kept trying to tell me he'd run out on me, that he'd come back to his old life. I'd get so mad. Not that nobody believed me, but that nobody believed in him.
There was no evidence of foul play. It looks like he was just hiking and the road washed out beneath his feet. The medical examiner will contact you about his remains. In the meantime, I thought you might like to have this.
Mommy, can we go now?
Yes, baby, of course, just a minute.
Man, this is a tough episode. Jeez.
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you.
Hey, school called to tell me about your appointment. Thought I'd head over.
Don't worry, I didn't tank the interview, okay? At least I don't think I did.
I'm sure you did great. I appreciate it.
That's why you're here, to pass along thank yous for my own son.
When you left, I understood. I tried to. And you were taking care of your mother, and I was trying to take care of Christopher, and we just drifted further away from each other. But I always thought you'd come home. Maybe we'd have a chance to make things right, but you didn't.
She's pretty.
So I guess I need to know why.
I didn't know how. I mean, the longer I was gone, the harder it was to come back. And to face Christopher, he must hate me.
Why would Christopher hate you?
Because I did this to him. I have relived every moment of that pregnancy so many times, just trying to figure out how it happened and what I did wrong. And I thought I could make up for it, so I did all this research, finding new treatments and different therapies.
Damn.
Needed a break. So then the mother who hurt her kid left him.
You didn't do anything wrong. What happened wasn't your fault.
I know that. I don't feel it.
Christopher loves you. And he misses you. I miss you.
Oh. They gonna get back together? Oh. Uh-oh. I thought he was about to be like, we can't do this.
My sister, the team, they're on my side. What I really need right now is to talk to someone on Abby's side. But
I love both of you.
Yeah, but you know her, right? Honestly,
love
maybe
Carla.
even better than I do right now. I haven't spoken to her in weeks. The gap between talks keeps getting longer and the conversation's shorter. This voice in my head keeps on saying, move on, Buck.
She still cares about you. She's just not ready to come home yet. At least not to this one.
And what does that mean?
Her brother's been after her, come stay with them for a bit. I think it'll be good for her.
Everything in this place is hers. This whole time I felt like I was being haunted by this memory of her. And maybe I'm the ghost, lingering here when I should have moved on a long time ago.
Maybe.
You probably didn't know this, but when I was a little kid, I used to write you letters. I wrote about my Cabbage Patch dolls. And the day I got inducted into the National Honor Society, in that moment, I saw my best friend and I realized I wanted to kiss her. You became like my diary. Confessions to an imaginary daddy.
Oh, shit.
I don't know what you would have wanted, because I don't know you. I can only go off of what I would want, and I wouldn't want to live like this. So I'm gonna forgive you, Dad, and let you go.
We are all haunted by the ones we've loved and the ones we've lost, by the choices we've made and the ones we still struggle with. Our lives are like a series of ghost stories. Sometimes all we can do is turn the page and let go. That's what I need to do now. I'm not sure if you'll ever come back or how I'll feel if you do, but I am sure that I cannot wait anymore. You are my ghost story, Abby. You are the spirit that blew into my life, turned it upside down, and then vanished into the night. Wow. Being with you made me a better man. For that, I will always love you. Now it's time for me to figure out who I am without you.
Damn. God. That episode was hard. With the horse, with Hen and her dad. Buck. I want Buck to be happy, man. Buck deserves to be happy. He deserves to have someone that's there and loves him. I love the characters on this show. I love the storytelling. The acting is so good. Like, oh my God. And these stories, they're just so relatable. Like I can relate to that dad situation. I love it. Let me know what y'all thought about this one. Smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.